Happy Wednesday, April 15th, technically vacation, but there are a couple things that you need to do today. So you've already received your email because you are watching this video. So for April 15th, 2020, a couple things that I want to go through with you. Greeting and the daily discovery. The daily discovery is really just your Chem Catalyst or your question of the day in disguise. I'm going to explain this week's expectations, which is a mini lesson on nonverbal communication. And then I'm going to clarify third quarter grades, fourth quarter grades, and what that means for me measuring your attendance, whether you pass or fail, and Regents credit. So I want you to take a look at the image on the screen. This is a Petri plate on which an item, a mystery item, was placed. The item was then removed and bacteria were allowed to grow on the plate. So I want you to ask yourself, what is this item? You have your guesses? This item is a cell phone, which is pretty disgusting when you think about all the bacteria that could be growing on your phone. So what should you probably go do to your phone right now? Disinfect it. All right, so what do you have to do today? In the email that I sent you, there is a link, and I've also put it in a folder on Schoology. If for some reason you can't access it, please let me know. And that will bring you to today's lesson, which is a Nearpod virtual kind of PowerPoint looking activity. This has been sent to you by the district, so every PHS student is doing this lesson today. So if you are someone with multiple science classes on Wednesday, you only need to do this activity one time. Your responses are going to be automatically sent to our superintendent, and it's going to count as your attendance and a passing grade for this week. Pretty easy. There is no quiz this week. But I want you to check and see if there's anything you have not completed since the closure. This week might be a good week to get caught up on that, since this is a pretty light load. This Sunday, April 19th, is also the end of the grading period from the third quarter. So this is all of your grades from before we closed March 13th, which was a Friday. So what you need to do is, if there's anything in the third quarter that's causing you to have a grade that you are not happy with or failing, you need to email me and I will tell you what to do. If your grade was below a 65 as of March 13th, then you're going to fail the third quarter unless you reach out. Fourth quarter grades and the Regents. So by now you've probably heard that all of the Regents exams for June 2020 have been canceled. So I have provided you with a link in the email that you got this link from. It's also on Schoology if you can't open it, on a bunch of questions about, that you might have about what ifs, how to get credit, and what about things like advanced Regents diplomas. You can check that link out. So as long as you continue participating in our remote learning and you were already in good standing, you're going to be exempt from having to pass this exam. That even considers if you didn't have enough labs complete, that's okay. You are now exempt from having to take this and pass this Regents exam. So make sure you're still participating during the closure so that we can award you that credit. We are not supposed to give you the Regents credit if you stop participating in the remote learning. This is especially important for biology, living environment students who you need that Regents to graduate. So as long as you keep chugging along and doing what you're asked, you will be exempt from having to pass that Regents exam, which is awesome. The grades I take during the closure are just going to be used to assess whether you pass or fail the fourth quarter. I might put some grades into SchoolTool, but just know that we're not taking a number grade. So if you see that you have a 72 for the fourth quarter, that's a pass. It's currently undecided how this quarter is going to factor into your overall average. Once I know more, I will certainly let you know. And lastly, I am monitoring your attendance. If you are not attending each week, you are not going to receive credit for finishing the year in your class. So what I'm counting as attendance is responding to an email, a remind message, or a Schoology message that week. That counts as attendance. Completing the online quiz. So even if you don't reach out to me, but you complete the assignment, you're all good. And again, you need to show attendance to be eligible to pass so that I can say, yes, you can be exempt from passing the Regents, you earned credit. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your quote unquote vacation. And if you have any questions, please reach out.